Hey there, Kylie Rose here. I wanted to ask you a question. I imagine if you're tuning in right now, you own maybe 1, 5, 50 sets of dice. And my question is there such thing as too many dice? And you might say, Kylie, yes, 50 set of dice is too many. And well, that might be true. A lot of me, the rock goblin inside of me disagrees. I think there's always room to welcome more shiny math rocks into your life. And the reason I bring that up is because on May 18th, in honor of Daggerheart's anniversary, a new set of rhombic duality dice are being released. This 10-piece set is absolutely stunning. The artwork on this box is gorgeous. The color of these dice are stunning. I cannot wait to open this box up finally and roll these dice. A lot of them resemble that of the domains in the Daggerheart core rulebook, the color of these, which makes me really, really happy. So keep a lookout for links of where you can purchase these. May 18th, it becomes available. That said, if you're tuning in to experience Daggerheart for the first time, we have an amazing one-shot plan for you. So thanks for joining us today, whenever you're watching this. But until then, take it easy out there and enjoy the show. A list of the topics, themes, and subject matter featured in this episode can be found in the description. Welcome to the realm of Xantheria, a vast world made up of 5 continents, each with its own unique macroclimate. The continent of Cirrus, known for its frozen landscapes and snow-capped mountains. The continent of Sadari, home to the rolling dunes and vast plateaus. Mistra, the continent of dense jungles with life flourishing. Viren, the land of everlasting forest and green as far as the eyes can see. And Aspera, the land of 4 seasons, and where our story takes place. As we fade in on the continent of Aspera, it is hard not to get lost in the beauty of it. We see prismatic mountains shimmering like diamonds, grand lakes, golden dunes, dense forest, and rolling grasslands. That, however, is not all we see. As we pivot our focus towards the sky, as we watch clouds move like watchful sentinels over these lands, but beyond the clouds, we see what looks like a floating city. Rather, a floating campus. This is Skycadia, the Institute of Magic and Learning. We push through the clouds, sparkling rays filling our gaze as the sun reflects off of billions of water droplets held within the clouds here. As we find ourselves high above, hovering over the campus, staring down at the grandest campus in all of Xantheria. Below, we see this massive circular platform with an 11-pointed star that extends out from the center, stretching to 11 additional platforms. On each of these platforms, we see a spire with a glowing crystal shape within it. Looks like a dodecahedron as it pulses with energy. Each of them is a color associated to the domains of learning here at Skycadia. And the students accepted into these magical programs will spend the next 3 years mastering and learning about their domains. As we weave through all of the domains of learning, we find ourselves back at the central point of campus, where we see the Prime Spire resides at its center, holding a colorless crystal, the Virtue Prism, representing the 4 virtues that the students will learn here: wisdom, justice, courage, and balance. Beyond the Prime Spire, we see others that surround it, each spire of Ottoman design, large central domes and these slender towers. The main spire itself is where the headmaster of the Institute office is located. And beyond that, we see smaller spires, 11 in total, where the deans of the domains of learning reside. Pushing back, we see 6 dormitories. 5 look like they're in use. 1 is a little in rough shape, maybe haunted. Who knows? This is a rumor. And beyond that, as we continue to push back, we see circular fields where students will train and prepare to join the Gambit team, the most popular sport in all of Zentheria. And as we continue to push back and see the clouds disperse, we see arriving on the central platform our prospective first-year students. As they arrive in these moving cloud buses. As one by one, students step off of these cloud buses here. We push on one. We push in on one here. As we see a few students get off and rip jeans and Rapture band tees and a plaid shirt, kind of slicking their hair back as they move onto campus. We see 4 additional figures walking behind them in conversation. And that's where we're going to introduce our magical girls here. So, as you all step foot on campus once again, could I have you describe what your character looks like, their demeanor, and their name, what class, subclass they are, your domains of study, and what's going through their minds as they prepare to take the entrance exam here?
We see a short yet very spunky girl walk off of the sky bus. She has coily, curly hair that's sort of like in a half up, half down sort of ponytail moment. She has a very bright smile on her face. She looks to be extremely excited. She's wearing like a button-up crop top and a little mini skirt. Always wearing heels. No matter what time of day, year, or what the energy is, she's in heels. She moves as if she's already been accepted to the school. Like she's just in her mind knows that this is where she is going to be for the next 3 years. So she moves with no insecurities, no confidence that is just a sense of confidence that is heightened. Her name is Aria Meadowlark. She is a troubadour bard. She will be studying the Grace and oh my God, Jesus Christ, how did I forget? Codex domains? My God, Grace and Codex domains. And she's just excited to get her journey started. Like she's like excited to rule the school in her mind.
Amazing. As we watch Aria step on to the campus here, who do we find behind her?
Yeah, behind her, you see a half Infernus, half human girl. She has red skin. She has black curly hair that's half up, half down. She has warm amber eyes. She has a giant, oversized orange sweatshirt right now with leggings underneath. She's wearing boots, and she's also carrying a massive backpack that's almost as big as she is with a lantern attached to the top of it. Her demeanor right now is the opposite of who we just saw. She looks very nervous. She looks a little panicked. She is just trying to calm herself down. But that individual that you see her name is Sadie Brightwell. She is a stalwart guardian, and her domains of study are Blade and Valor.
As you move your backpack along behind Aria here, Sadie, stepping foot onto campus, who do we find behind Sadie?
You would find a Qatari. She is about 5'4" from her feet to the tip of her ears. She's human-like mostly. She has cat features, and specifically, they're more of a caracal kind of cat. So she has like long pointed ears with the tuft of black hair on the top and large green cat eyes. She has whiskers. And she's wearing like a sports jersey and just a bucket hat. Her hair is really long and she wears wrapped. They look like she has her feet wrapped, but they're actually sandals that have like a very thin sole, kind of flexible. She was sitting on the bus. Somebody probably woke her up right before. She reached in her bag, pulled out her handheld Hasbro adjacent gaming thing and she hesitated before getting off the bus, which is kind of not her style for people who know her. I think she's giving off a very apathetic demeanor, which might be okay for people who don't know her, but people who know her would know that she would probably be the first one off the bus. And as she's stepping off the bus and joining this group, I think she looks down and she hesitates for a moment to get off the last step. She's just looking around and she looks up, takes a moment, looks back down at her game and goes, kiss, they killed me. And she gets off.
Incredible. As you see that you've been killed in the game there, that frustration flowing through you in that moment, we shift our focus back to the final person stepping on the bus. Who do we see?
Yeah, the last person to get off the bus is, you see the cutest little cloud girl you ever did see. You see a young skykin, deep blue skin, her cheeks kind of blushing purple, like sparkling a little bit in the light. Her hair is made of pure clouds, like the color of clouds during a sunset. So they're like white and pink and blue, and they kind of look, it's like in this like poofy, curly, almost afro style little bob around her head. She is dressed prim and proper, in a sort of button-up shirt with a little ribbon along the collar, buttoned up all the way, a dark sweater vest, and this purple, black, and blue plaid blazer and mini skirt. She has socks that go up to her knees and a pair of Mary Janes, and she is wearing two sort of sparkly lightning bolt dangly earrings that kind of fall off her ears. As you see Samira Haddad, who really only goes by Sami, kind of walk off the bus. I think she waited until all of her friends and everyone else was off. She was probably the one who woke up Maya and kind of waited for her to get off the bus. And you see her right before she steps off, she kind of takes a deep breath, and out of her little purse, she takes out what looks like a small jewelry box that she kind of holds in her hand as she steps out and joins the group, and kind of gets ready to sort of gather up with her friends. And she looks very poised and kind of has her head held up high, but I think is nervous that this day has finally come, but she's pretty good at hiding it. And she is an elemental sorcerer, and she is here at Skycadia to study the Arcana and Midnight Domain.
Amazing. So as you step off the bus, we see a little door close behind you as it takes off. You would see the rest of these students. There's about 300 in total here today that are starting to walk towards the central courtyard, where you see a large stage has been built, and right in front of the 11 statues of the first mages and guardians that formed Skycadia. As you all walk forward, you would see flying through the sky, kind of rainbow trailing behind them in this moment, a flying unicorn. And it looks down towards you all, and its face, it goes, "Excelsior! Good morning, girls! We should really talk about what happened the other night," and he continues to fly off.
No idea what happened.
Yeah, who's he talking to, everyone?
I think he's had a little bit too much cotton candy.
Yeah.
No, I haven't. He flies off. You see a couple students look at you, and they're like, "What the heck?" They start murmuring and things. But as you walk forward, the crowd starts to gather. Everyone grouping up here. There's no place for students to sit. It's very much just a gathering. You see different parties gathering together, as the entrance exam is something where you have your adventuring party essentially come together to take on the entrance exam. Walking forward, there would be some of the statues that you see along the courtyard as you walk down are giving little waves and nods as they are animated statues, wishing you all the best of luck on your test, and be very careful today. I've heard it's going to be quite a difficult one, but you all got it, right?
Yeah, we've got
I don't know if they got it.
Oh, we've got this for sure.
If you heard it was going to be difficult, have you heard anything else about the exam that you mind sharing with us?
You hear the statue shift and get a little bit closer to you. He says, "What'd I tell you? I'm not gonna. That would be cheating, right? Have you read the book? Have you read the entrance exam manual?"
I have.
All right, section 14.72345. It says right there. No giving off secrets.
Yeah, but there's another section that talks about advice, and it says friendly advice is allowed, and that's all I'm really asking for. It's just friendly advice.
So you read the whole thing?
I have 13 times.
I think they're going to be all right. The other statue looks to another one. All right. You all just going to keep staring, or you going to keep walking?
Yeah, were we supposed to read that? It was like really long.
I think Sadie read it enough times for all of us.
Yeah. I've not even cracked it open once, so...
Yeah.
I need to find a new team.
You know, Sadie, if this whole thing doesn't work out, I think you would make a very excellent lawyer.
I'm not even thinking about that right now. All I'm thinking about is passing this exam, and then, not having to worry about, trying to figure out what to do with the rest of my life. So,
And that's the problem, Sadie. You worry too much. It's going to be okay. We've got this. You've read the book 13 times. You've also read it to us like 2 of those times.
I did.
I think you read it to us as a bedtime story once. And
I did. And I actually, during the sleepover the other night, I actually read it while you all were asleep. So I'm hoping that you just took all that information and be like osmosis. But I don't know if that's how it works.
I feel
It's
like
kind of creepy, Sadie.
I can quote section 15.2, which is like, be cool, I think.
She panically looks through the books. I have not heard that one. Wait, you're messing with me.
I actually genuinely thought that was in there, but
It should be in there.
yeah.
I'm cool.
Yeah,
You
we're
are.
cool.
So don't worry.
I'll be fine.
As you all continue to walk and talk in this conversation, you reach the point where there's about from where the students stand, there's a small barrier, essentially. There is a pathway through the middle that leads up to the stage. There looks like there is a set of stairs that comes down from the stage where you would see the 11 deans of the domains of learning standing, and then at the center would be a podium that is not occupied at this moment, but at the bottom of the stairs you would see what looks like a large spherical object inside looks to be these silver bracelets, hundreds of them within this spherical orb here. But as you all stand there and wait for the opening ceremonies to begin, you would see walking towards the podium is this Skykin man, sharply dressed with a perfectly manicured cloud beard and hair. His cufflinks and buttons are that of lightning bolts, his suit a pearlescent in color. To most, this is the headmaster of Skycadia, but to one of you, this is Dad. As he walks forward, the sun glistening off of his suit and skin, he looks out to all of the students here, his eyes locking on Sami for a moment before a smile, a very practiced smile, comes on his face. Good morning to each and every one of you. Thank you for joining us on this special day as you embark on the trials of the entrance exam at the Skycadia Institute of Magic. Well, not all of you will earn a spot here in the fall. I commend you for taking the first step to a future of possibility. Those that complete the entrance exam are admitted to our 3-year program and will receive their domain crystals at the end of the trials, which will provide you the unique gift of magical transformation, which will be essential for your education here at Skycadia and the world beyond. Now, the entrance exam is by no means an easy set of trials. Those that have studied prior to arrival must understand that every year the test changes. Expect the unexpected. Work together. And most importantly, do your best. Each prospective student, please head to the front of the stage to receive your protective ward, which will activate should you find yourself in a precarious situation. As you collect your bracelet, please proceed forward with your group to the sky bridge. As he says that, you see him raise his hand. You see stone start to break off from the main central platform that you're on and form a sky bridge that extends 500 feet from the central platform. At the end of it, you would see this massive cube-like structure, 15 stories tall, dozens upon dozens of doors and stairs leading to them on it. Once you reach the end of the sky bridge, an exam proctor will provide you with the next steps in your exam. You start to hear light murmuring amongst the crowd as Headmaster Haddad concludes the opening ceremonies of the entrance exam. May your domains guide you, and your bonds amongst your peers hold you steady when times are turbulent. Good luck, everyone. As people start to flock forward towards the center, where you get your bracelet. What are you all doing right now as you kind of hear those final little part of the speech there as you see other students flocking forward?
I think Sami, as kind of the speech ends, she kind of was like stiff as a board and kind of like back held straight, shoulders back during that speech. But as her father kind of goes away and she kind of settles in and goes with her group, as we walk up, I think she's going to tap Maya on the shoulder and she's going to go, okay, Maya, I know last week I said we were going to ace the entrance exam because we are strong and confident magical girls. And then I realized you don't have magic. And I felt a little bad. So, and she's going to give you a jewelry box that in it has a charm bracelet. And it has 4 charms on it. One that is of a lantern with like a flame going off of it. One that has like a like just a pink musical note. Another that is just a cat paw with little claws coming out. And the last one is a lightning bolt that is sparkling. And she gives it to you and she says, I put a little bit of my magic in there. So now you can say that you're a strong and confident magical girl. So you can go in the mirror and say that to yourself. So, and that's going to be her rune ward that she's going to give to Maya.
Maya looks at it and she just hugs Sami. And I think she gives her a kiss on the cheek and she goes, thanks. But if this thing starts making like thunder sounds, we might have to talk about that.
No, it's good because it will actually, the thunder sounds is going to protect you so that you won't get hurt.
That's not how thunder works, but
that's how my magic works. So.
Yeah, okay. Oh God, I'm gonna be scared of this bracelet. But you know what? I think there's probably like other brawlers here like me, you know, and the Bone and Valor domains are pretty cool. So I'm a strong, confident, magical girl.
Yes, magical girl is a mindset. It's a mindset.
And think about it this way. Thunder's really not the scary thing. It's lightning. So thunder's just a sound.
Okay. I mean, that makes sense until you hear the sound and it's very loud and it came out of nowhere and you weren't expecting it.
It's all bark, no bite, so it really can't do anything to you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
And we've been practicing because we've been practicing with my magic. So you've been around my lightning and my thunder magic. So you're getting there. Your tail only floofed up a little bit last time we practiced.
Oh, that's progress. That's good. I'm getting there, y'all.
I believe in you, Maya.
Thank you. I'm gonna do the best I can in there. And then once I pass this, I'm gonna go to the gambit field and there's gonna be nobody who can stop me there.
We gotta pass this test first, though.
Mm-hmm. You're gonna be even better than Air Gambit. They're gonna make an entire story about you.
A bunch of movies and then a spin-off series with the kids.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we could all join.
I would love to join. My parents told me that I need to join as many clubs as possible so I can make as many friends as possible. So that's what I'm going to do once I get into the school.
I'm gonna hold Maya's hands and I'm gonna go, I love you so dearly. And I need you to know that I'm saying this with all the kindness that I can muster in my heart. I love you, but I will not be caught dead playing Gambit.
Okay. But Dad, that's like really,
and I mean it.
Oh,
but also, and Aria's gonna be in the band.
Yeah,
that's true. Oh, you'll still be there with me.
Yeah.
When she high fives you.
Yeah, I know. Dad wants me to try to do Gambit because he did Gambit, but Mom said I could also try out for cheerleading. So I don't know what I'm gonna do yet, but we'll see.
There's lots of paths you can go. But after the entrance exam, there is a activity we may all enjoy. Air Gambit is here to do a meet and greet after the exam for Air Gambit the musical, and I just know it would be something we all enjoy.
Yeah, I can't believe they made a dog sing.
Yeah.
They literally used magic to make them be able to talk and sing. It was crazy.
It's a talent, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
I still think that it is a druid in disguise. That is still my conspiracy theory. I put it on the online forums and it's getting traction. Think about it.
I've never thought about that, but you kind of just blew my mind. Mind blown.
Yeah, so, spread the truth.
Hey, Sami, do you think you can, get us to skip the line? To the front of the line to meet Air Gambit? There's gonna be a line. You can definitely get us to the front, right?
Yeah, for sure. Easily.
Yeah.
As you all are waiting in the line to get your bracelets, the protective ward bracelet, you do see the person that is passing them out is the headmaster. As you all approach, and he looks at you, says, "Good morning, girls. How's everyone feeling about the entrance exam?" Here, starts passing them out.
Good morning.
Good morning, Aria. Good to see you.
It's good to see you too.
Good morning.
Good morning, Sadie.
Good morning.
Good morning, Maya.
Good morning, Daddy. Father.
Mm-hmm. Well, he hands out all the bracelets to you. He says, "It's a beautiful day, and be curious to see who makes it to the end. So, but I hope, well, the best of luck to all of you."
Well, this group is well prepared, so we got this.
I hope so. All right. Daughter, could I speak with you for a moment before?
Of course.
He, as everybody kind of steps away for a second, he takes a second. Another proctor comes up and is passing out bracelets here. And he says, "I want to make it clear that if you fail today, I won't be able to just get you in. So just want to make sure we set that expectations. It would be looked down upon if I were to move things around to allow my daughter to participate in school this year if she were to fail."
Of course. Don't worry, Daddy. I'm not going to fail. We're going to ace this entrance exam.
Good. And he leans in closer to you so you can only hear this. And he says, "And don't embarrass me."
Of course, Daddy. Father.
Right. He leans back, smile comes back on his face. "All right, good luck, girls." And goes back to, as you start to see all of the other students move towards the gate where the sky bridge is, waiting for it to open.
Can Maya can she just can she just see how Sami is feeling after that?
Would Sami be trying to hide it? Or do you think it would be hard for her to hide it?
I think it would be hard for her to hide it. I think the nerves on her face and the anticipation, I think there would definitely be a split second where there would just be panic and fear in her eyes as her dad walks away before she kind of goes back into her little sticks her nose up in the air and goes back into her little poised stance.
So I would say absolutely you would see.
I think Maya will put a hand on her shoulder and go, "We are strong, confident, magical girls."
Yeah. Strong, confident, magical girls. Like I taught you.
Mm-hmm. Here we go.
I think reading the situation wrong, Aria will go, "I think I saw your dad tear up when he was talking to you. He really was rooting for you."
Yeah.
I'm glad.
I think so.
I'm glad. I'm glad your father's being supportive today.
Yep. You know, he's got a job to do. So, and we're gonna kill this thing.
As you all walk towards the sky bridge, you see two figures waving you down. You see this kind of average height and fearless man. He's wearing a pair of jeans, his little belt on. He's got a little bit of like a dad belly with his little work shirt on, sleeves rolled up. He's kind of got his hair combed back. And you see standing next to him is this human woman. She's got kind of dark, well, he has black hair. She's got like auburn colored hair, fair skin, kind of little freckles. She's wearing this sky blue dress that's got like different like wisps of clouds on it as they come over to your group. And he says, as you see Roger and Valerie Brightwell walk over, Sadie's parents, as they come over, Roger looks at you, goes like, "Hey kids, oh my gosh, look at you all. Oh my goodness me. I can't believe it."
I think Sadie does like a running jump into her father's arms. I wasn't expecting you to be here.
Oh, well, we wouldn't miss this for anything. I mean, our little Sadie is, I mean, you're about to take the entrance exam. This is a really proud moment in my life. See my daughter. All right, you see Valerie. She's like, "It's all right. It's all right." He gets really. I'm just so proud of her. He puts her down.
We've all prepared. I'm a strong, confident, magical girl, and we're gonna ace this thing, right,
Yeah.
ladies?
Yes.
Yes. Hi, Mr. and Miss Brightwell.
Hi.
Hello. Oh, look at all of you. You see Valerie, she walks over. I think she takes a moment. It takes all of it. She gives you like little kisses on the sides of the cheek. She's like, "Oh my goodness. I'm just so proud of you girls. I mean, it takes a lot of courage to do this. And I'm glad that confidence, that's what I'm talking about. You are all strong, magical girls. Confident magical girls. I almost messed that up. Oh gosh, it's been a day. Oh, speaking of that, and she goes and she has a little bag. She's actually pulls a little moving. She has like a rolly backpack as well. She pulls it over, puts it down on the ground. She flips it open, and she goes, "Okay, so I got everybody snacks because it's going to be really stressful today, and you need to make sure you keep your blood level, your sugar levels up. I'm not a doctor. Just have snacks." And she starts opening up. She hands Aria. She says, "All right, and she hands you a pair of chopsticks. She says, "All right, those right there. So the flamin' hot Fritos. So those are good. They're the extra spicy ones. Okay." And then she pulls out a large iced chai latte, and she hands it to Sami. She says, "Hey," she leans in close. She says, "You got this, okay? I saw that whole thing with your dad over there, and just know you got this, and we're here to support you too, okay? And believe in yourself. Line them up and knock them down, girl."
Thank you, Mrs. Brightwell.
And she goes over, and then she pulls out. She's like, "All right, honey. I didn't really think. Here's a little cool pack. I'm worried that your strawberry Greek yogurt is going to go bad. It's very sunny out, and you know how things with the sun, and it should be fine. You have a little ice pack in your backpack, right?"
I do. I have a whole cooler in here. See?
Oh,
yeah.
You're always so. She gives you a little kiss on the cheek. She's like, "You're always so prepared. Oh, you make me so proud."
I get it after you, Mom.
Mm-hmm. And then she walks over to Maya and she pulls out. She says, her nose kind of wrinkles a bit. "Your favorite fish flavored crackers." Yep.
Thanks. Dap it up, Miss B.
She daps you. She's like, look at this, honey. I'm one of the cool kids now." And he goes, "You're the coolest lady in the world." He walks over, he just puts his arm, He looks at, he's like, well, I think the gate's opening up, and you see it. He says, all right, girls, get in there, get the job done, and we're throwing a little barbecue after. So once it's all done, come on over and we'll have a big old barbecue. We got all kinds of food planned. So, yeah.
We're going to be meeting Air Gambit first, so we might be a little bit late.
Air Gambit's
Air
here?
Gambit is
no way.
here.
Honey, you know I've been wanting to be Air Gambit for like forever. And she's like, okay. Sorry, I'm real excited. You think he'll autograph something for me?
I hope so.
That's
what it-
I hear his snow buddies are here as well. I don't know.
Oh, I hope so. Oh my gosh. Okay. All right. This day is about you. I need to stop thinking about myself right now.
Yeah. Sadie's
this.
gonna walk over to her parents. She's gonna give them both a big hug, and
Yeah, pick you up.
she's gonna say thank you so much for showing up and supporting this, Mom, Dad. It means the world to me.
You're gonna do great, darling. You're gonna do great. Let me. And she starts moving Roger. She's like, all right, go ahead. He's having a moment.
I know. Daddy always cries, but
Mm-hmm.
he says it's healthy.
I mean, it's what made me fall in love with him. So, and she walks him away.
I think Sami will kind of whisper over to Aria and goes, I know it's dorky, but like, me and who? Like, what? Truly.
I know. It's so wholesome that it's almost like scary.
I know. But you also want it.
Yeah.
It's like, where will I find
when,
a Roger?
where, why, and
Like,
how?
Exactly. Ugh.
As you say that, there at the gate opens up. You start to see students flocking onto the sky bridge as they begin crossing. You would see you could definitely tell some people are freaking out. There's like a kid that has a yo-yo and he's just yo-yoing nonstop. He's like, I'm gonna do this. I got it. And then you see the Enrapture Band T guys are like, hey, you girls like ready to do this entrance exam?
Do we know you?
No, we're just vibing.
Wait,
Yeah.
are you part of the band that made Life Ward for Cuties?
No, those guys are
Oh.
losers.
Oh,
No,
you
we're
guys
in
have-
Rapture. Like when you hear our music, you just like can't leave. We just like pull you in.
Are you?
But you're doing the
That's-
opposite right now, so I'm gonna walk away.
Oh, whatever.
I think they're using
They just-
music as a covert way of like casting spells to keep fans. And that's weird. Just be talented.
And get girls.
We are. Whatever. They just keep walking along. Then you see, kind of coming up towards you are 3 furball triplets, Poppy, Lily, and Daisy, and they're all wearing kind of pink shirts, pink overalls, very monochromatic. And they run up to you like, "Oh my gosh, I can't believe you! Are you girls? Are you ready? Oh my god, can you believe it's happening today? The entrance exam. Oh,
Yeah.
you guys are so cool. Maya and Sadie, how did you get to hang out with Aria and Sami? That's crazy. They're really cool, popular girls.
They're some of my best friends.
Wait a minute,
Whoa.
I'm cool too.
Yeah, I'm cool
We're
too.
all cool.
Well, obviously,
Yes. But baby, you don't have to announce that you're cool. You let other people call you cool and pretend you don't care.
Mhm.
Oh,
We're cool, right? Lily, Poppy, Daisy. I'm cool. She
Yeah,
pulls
sure.
out a book, How to Be Cool.
so, do you think? So I heard that. Well, I heard from Faye, Poppy, Vandra, and Myrna that. Well, there actually isn't. There's only 1 trial today instead of 2. Do you think that's true?
Oh,
How would they know?
that
is that why it's gonna be super hard?
Maybe. I don't know. I just.
that's
Yeah, because there's usually 2. There's usually one before the Dybbuk box, which is across the bridge.
I vaguely remember from when Sadie was telling us the entire history that for the past 20 entrance exams, there's always been 2 trials.
Yeah, that's what we thought too. It's usually something before. The Dybbuk box is always part of it. But when you go inside, it's different every single time. But there's always a first one. So we've been trying to think, like, what is it going to be? As it is happening, the wind starts to howl around you as you feel beneath your feet the sky bridge starting to shake as it starts to crack, starts to break into pieces. And you watch as Poppy, Lily, and Daisy, the stone around them breaks, and they start to free fall down.
What the fuck?
Into the sky. Behind you, you hear screams and shouts as students start to fall, leaping to spots that are still floating there as people scramble and try to not fall off the sky bridge as it starts collapsing. What are you all doing as we start a countdown environmental adversary here right now in this moment, as you all are standing on a platform as it's shaking all around you in this moment? You're safe for now. There are pieces in front of you separated by distances. Some of them are a little bit closer, some of them are farther apart. Yeah, what is everyone doing here as we begin this countdown?
I think immediately, based on some of the like past experiences that she's read about, I think she would look for any like patterns in like the shaking of like the sky bridge and try and look for more stable spots where the group can go to.
Beautiful. So I'll give you 2 options here. And just to explain how this is going to work, to set the expectations, there are 2 countdown clocks that we have here. The first is reaching safety. That has a countdown of 7. And then there is the sky bridge crumbles. You can make choices here that if you fall, you fail at the exam, but there are also ways to stay within the exam by actions that you take. That said, just to kind of explain the additional rules on this specific environmental adversary here. On a success with hope, the countdown for reaching safety goes down by 2. On a success with fear, reaching safety, the tracker goes down by 1, but you mark a stress, and one other thing will happen. On a failure with hope, the sky bridge crumbles, and the sky bridge crumbles tracker goes down by 1, and an event transpires. On a failure with fear, the sky bridge crumbling goes down by 2, and I'll explain what happens after that. So, there are 2 countdown clocks. They're both at their full marks right now. Sadie, as you flip through your book looking for a possibility of something here, I think in this moment there would be a couple of abilities you could use. Skills that you have. I would say either you can use an instinct roll to kind of spot a stable path or a weak point, or you could use knowledge to analyze a structure or predict the collapsing patterns here in this moment.
Yeah, I think she'll focus on knowledge here, trying to analyze the collapsing patterns. I rolled a 9 with hope and a 7 with fear, for a 16 plus 1, 17.
That's amazing. So as you see before you, kind of as you look through and analyze this area, you see as pieces continue to break here, you see a student kind of leap over and land on this side here. And you see that as they kind of slide across, there is a part and it holds, it's stable, and it's about I would say it's about 15 feet from where you stand. It's within very close range of you. You see that platform seems stable in a spot that you could jump to and continue to move your way across what it looks like about another 200 feet to the platform that's floating there.
Yeah.
As the countdown goes down by 2.
Yeah, I think as she notices that, I think she would say, "Girls, link hands," as she starts running.
Okay. So you grab that and start running. in that moment, that was a success with hope. So you all will maintain the spotlight here in this moment. Who would like to jump into action now as we see you, Link, starting to, Sadie calls out the Link's hands as we kind of see the camera shift to the rest of the girls here. Who's jumping in?
Yeah, I think Maya, I think she would link hands. However, I think her first reaction is to kind of get tugged both ways because she is going to try to grab one of the girls that fell. And if she needs to, she has Ridgeborn, so surprisingly, Maya's not scared up here. She would definitely like climb down if she needed to like kind of grab them. And I'm gonna ask something. I don't think this is the way it's supposed to be used, but Brawler, I'm a martial artist. I have grappling form. Can I grapple her? You're supposed to make an attack roll, so I can attack if need be or roll for that. I don't think she's actually trying to do her damage, but maybe her claws come out.
I would just say in this moment, what we'll do is just use your, whatever your attacking modifier is in this moment as a brawler, we'll have you roll with that. Now, what you see as you look down to see the three sisters, you would see like where the rock crumbled and they fell through. There are like wisps of what looks like wire essentially, or kind of metal wiring. And you see they're like holding on, they're like, help! As they're like, the wind's kicking them around as all three of them are like clinging to each other as it's swinging around. So yeah, if you want to make that roll for me here, Maya. And I'll set the expectation. Are you intending to try and help all of them or just try and help one? Because I'll probably bump up the difficulty just a smidge for each one you try to help.
Maya's gonna try to help all of them. But I think instead of attack roll, if I can, because she does have Ridgeborn, can I do an agility I think she's gonna spend a hope to do twice as hard. She doesn't want anybody. She doesn't realize that this is maybe just a part of the test. She thinks they're dying, so she's trying to save their lives.
Amazing. Yeah, go ahead and make that agility roll for me. You're spending the hope to use an experience, which will get you that extra +2 in this moment.
And then I'm gonna get advantage from Ridgeborn. It's steady. You have advantage to traverse dangerous cliffs.
This is definitely dangerous.
All right, so that is it is with fear, but that is a 9 with fear, a 6 with hope, and then I forgot to roll my d6. A 6 on my advantage, +1. Oh shoot, what did I just say? 12, and then +9. That's a number. Math, y'all.
I think it was 9 plus 6,
it's all
which
good.
is 15.
6.
Plus
21, I think.
20, yeah.
22?
Okay. 22. Yeah, 22. It's all good. It's all right. Math rocks. Craziness. So as you go to reach down here in this moment, a 22 with fear, I'm going to take that fear in that moment. As you go to reach out and grab them here, you are able to pull them all up because the difficulty was going to be a 15. I added a +1 to each for that difficulty, each one you were trying to help. You pull them up, the three sisters, as they stabilize there, as as we see you pull up, you would notice all the proctors are flying in the air with parchment paper and they're writing down notes right now, seeing how everyone is reacting in this moment and assessing here as they fly around. But you pull them up, a success with fear. You're going to mark a stress. I need you to roll a d6 for me here.
All right.
In this moment. Let me know what you get.
Question.
Yes.
Do we still have my stress is cleared, right? From
Yes, it's stress. Yeah, it's cleared. Yep.
that is a 4.
Okay, you're good. Nothing happens right now. Okay, so as you pull up there in this moment, I'm gonna say that gets you another 2. That gets you 1 more on the countdown as you kind of secure them and start moving in the direction with Sadie. But What happens now is that platform that you were about to jump over on, you see Faye Stark, who's moving with her group, look over at the platform. She reaches her hand out. She shoots out an arcane barrage. I'm going to spend a fear. Destroys the platform. Only 150 students are going to make it to the end. Got to narrow that down. So she blows up the platform you were getting ready to jump onto, making the next leap a little bit harder as more pieces start to break. I'm gonna spend that fear I just got on that.
I think Sami seeing Faye do that I think her hair starts to crackle with lightning as she starts to get angry. But I think what she's actually going to do is, as a Skykin, she has a ancestral ability called Gale Force, which allows her to mark a stress to conjure a gust of wind that carries you or an ally up to very far range. And I think what she wants to do is, as we're all holding hands, she knows that she might not be able to get all of us all the way across to very far range, but with all of us holding hands, she wants to try to get give basically a big gust of force to propel us forward, the four of us and the three sisters, if she can.
I have an idea that might help with this.
Okay, what's your idea?
I was going to, anytime there were any sort of holes, I wanted to fill it with mage hand. So aiding this with mage hand, because it has the same strength as I do.
Ooh, okay. So I'll say here with that, then that would, if you want to spend the hope to give advantage on that,
yes,
then,
I will.
Because everybody starts with 2 hope too, so you get the advantage on that. I'm gonna pitch you something because I really love this idea. I love the ingenuity of it. If you want to try and push your magic, show what you got. I'll raise the difficulty on, it was normally a DC 12. I'm going to say to get everybody over for each additional person beyond the first. So that would be 3 plus, and then, 3. So I'm going to say the difficulty here is going to be a DC 17, and you can get everybody across if you by using your magic. You have advantage, and yeah, we'll see what happens.
I think Sami is going to use her experience Skycadia Legacy, as she knows that this is she sees the proctors writing down everything, and she knows that if she can kind of get all of these people across, she can really, and to do it with her elemental magic, I think she feels like she can really prove herself. So I'm going to spend a hope to use that experience, and I'm going to roll. This is going to be an instinct check because that's my main spell casting. I kid you not, I just crit with 2 9s.
No way! Oh yeah! Hell yeah! So I'll say, I'll kind of I'll paint the picture here, the scene in this moment as we see that platform destroyed by Faye Stark. She just looks over at you, Sami, and she just goes a little wave.
I think that Sami's hair starts to swirl, and instead of conjuring her typical lightning, I think she starts to we're on a cloud floating thing of clouds. I think she starts to take some of the clouds from the sky and kind of swirl them into a whirlwind and shoot all the girls forward.
Incredible. As you fly forward there in this moment, you see that the next platform that you were going to have to get to was far range from you. And it is getting further and further. And as that gust of wind hits, you all feel yourself thrown forward through the air. You land down on it with grace, mind you, with that crit. And on a crit, I'm going to give you 3 on that countdown, moving instead of 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. Incredible. What a way to crit there. And I think as you land in this moment, you see the proctors with big smiles on their face as they write down little notes about the teamwork and Sami.
I think
there.
Sami adjusts her little ribbon tied around her collar as they land.
Incredible. As you land there in the moment, you gain a hope I don't think you have any stress right now.
Well, I marked a stress to do that ability, so I clear it.
You clear it? Oh my God. There we go. So as you land there in this moment and kind of settle yourselves, you were pushed far enough ahead. Like that was quite a bit of distance you just closed. You're about 50 feet from within far range of the end of the platform, or where the skybridge would have ended and where the platform exists, where the Dybbuk box is. As you all kind of stand there, the wind starting to pick up in this moment here, you see all 4 of your nemesis land. They've completed it here. More of the bridge is crumbling. You see more students falling down through the clouds as people are down through in this moment. Who would like to jump in next as you maintain spotlight with that with a crit there?
I think Aria is gonna do something a little dirty in this moment. I think behind us as we land, she's going to cast Mysterious Mist behind us.
Oh my gosh. Go to make that.
That's a
go to make that
spellcast roll. DC
That's a
13.
spellcast roll, so that'll be presence. Yeah. Oh my God, that's so amazing.
Got it. So that's going to be with fear. That's a 12 with fear, 4 with hope. So that's 16 plus 2, 18 with fear.
18 with fear. What does your mist look like? How do you conjure that in this moment here, Aria?
Kind of like an anathema to what she's doing. She starts singing Graduation, Friends Forever by Vitamin C to her group. And as she does, like behind her, she's like has her hands like held behind her, and secretly she's casting this mist to make it so that the landing spot is obscured for anyone behind them.
Incredible. As that mist pours out, I think the last thing we see as it engulfs this area, making it difficult, is you see a few students. They're wearing like coach jackets here. They're kind of leaping across, and you see like one stops. This kind of young elven man, tall, very fit, athletic build. He sees somebody else falling. He jumps down and like goes and tries to save them as the mist takes it away, but you just hear
whoa, it's really cloudy up here, guys. We gotta be careful.
This weather is abnormal. This is not how weather is supposed to work. She starts flipping through her book as we're running.
Incredible. And I think as you are on that platform, as it's crumbling behind you, the mist flowing, you reach the end, and that completes that countdown tracker there as you successfully make it through the first trial here in your entrance exam. As you all stand there having a moment, you would see what looks like probably of the 300 students that started this, there's probably only 200 that made it across, 100 falling. But beyond that, you start to hear like vroom, 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 all around you as you see little bubbles shoot up through the clouds, and you see students inside of them, hundreds of them, as they come and land on the platform. You see some of them, there's about 20 that pop. The other 80 do not, as they are brought over to a side, as you see a proctor stop in front of them and fail them from the exam. The other 20, you see the proctor say to them, "You encapsulated one of the 4 virtues of Skycadia. You can continue on with the exam." And even though they fell, they exhibited one of the 4 virtues, and they continue on into the exam as those groups start to form. Some of their own original adventuring parties no longer part of that. As you
knew Faye was full of BS, that there was only one trial. She didn't know what she was talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Iris is like, Lily. Yeah, no. That was crazy. Thank you, Maya, for helping. Thank you all. You all are incredible.
See, they're cool.
Wow. They're really cool.
I am cool.
You are really cool, Sadie. Wow. That was a rush.
You don't think Faye knew that there was going to be 2 trials and told us one because she had insider information or something and was hoping we'd be caught off guard? You don't think that's it, do you?
I don't think she's smart enough for that.
I wouldn't put anything past her, though.
That's true.
We gotta keep an eye on them. They're probably gonna try and mess us up again.
Hopefully not. They're not very cool. We should start a rumor about them. Yeah, what do you think? The sisters start talking in this moment.
You know what I heard about them? And quiet as kept. Keep this hush hush. I heard that they put a bunch of unicorn farts in our principal's office.
Oh, I heard about that. That's crazy. Unicorn farts smell really bad.
I know.
Yeah, they glitter fart bombed him.
And if you sniff them a little bit, unicorn.
I knew it. They all start, okay, we'll definitely, God, they're such losers. What if they fail? I don't like people like that. Y'all are really cool. Maya, they all, the 3 sisters, the triplets come over and they just, if it's okay, they try to give her a hug.
Aww.
She'll look around at first and then she'll hug them. No worries. I just thought y'all were dead. I didn't realize that was part of the exam. I thought something else was happening.
It certainly felt like that. That was certainly a interesting test to put us through. I'm quite afraid of heights. So this is Lily. She says, I blacked out for a second. I was just screaming for a while. And I just, yep.
You girls got to get your head in the game, all right? Focus up. I am a strong and confident magical girl. Now say it.
In unison. I am a strong and confident magical girl.
Oh, someone doesn't sound confident. One more time.
Daisy, come on. Okay. I'm a strong and confident magical girl.
There we go.
Hey.
That's what I'm talking about.
All right.
You really
You
got
guys got
some
this.
lungs, though. I think you'll see Maya, like, cleaning out her ear.
Huh? I think 2 of us blacked out.
You ladies just gotta prepare for anything. Like right now,
Really?
the bridge is breaking again.
Oh my god.
No, I'm kidding.
Oh, you're so funny. Oh my gosh, Sadie. All right. Bye. And they all run off.
They are not going to pass.
Well, at least
I
they
have hope.
made it to this one. Whatever this one is.
Hey, luck sometimes, pure dumb luck can carry people through.
Yeah, but good thing we don't have to rely on luck because we're prepared.
And never count the underdogs out.
That's true.
As you all stand here, you are approached by one of the proctors. You see this tall elven woman. She kind of has dark black hair, sun-kissed skin. She's gonna have some light, like for an elf, she's a little older. You see a little bit of like crow's feet starting to form. Still very elegant, streaks of silver in her hair. And she walks over and she says, "Well done, ladies. That was quite impressive and great use of your natural ability, Sami. That was very well done. You should be proud of yourself. A lot of potential."
Thank you.
Yes, and the courage you exhibited, Maya, keep it up. And then she looks over, and then she looks to Sadie, and she says, "In quick thinking, very sharp, always seem to be one step ahead. That is an incredible gift to have, Sadie. And
Thank you.
Aria, that was very clever what you did with the mist there. One way to secure yourself a spot this fall."
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Now,
She has no idea what you're talking about. She didn't do anything.
make a presence roll for me.
Oh, me?
Yes, you. Yeah.
Oh, okay, I'm defending my
Sammy.
friend.
Sammy,
All right.
yeah.
Okay. That is an 11 with fear. I got a 6 on my fear die, a 4 on my hope die.
Okay. She looks to you in this moment, Sammy, and she goes, "Now, Sammy, it would be most unfortunate if I told a specific someone that you were trying to defend a particular trick that was clever, but
I thought it was legal. People destroyed platforms in front of us so we couldn't advance.
oh no, you're totally fine. You're totally fine. I was just giving you a little bit of a hard time. You girls are great. Don't worry. That was very clever. And yes, her destroying that platform, that was also very good.
I mean, yeah.
That was impressive. Mm-hmm. Yours was better.
Thank you.
More tactful. Mm-hmm. Now, that said, the next part of the exam, you'll be going into the Dybbuk box here. You will head to door number 71. And she would point in that direction. And you would see she'd move her hand in front of you, and appearing at your feet would be 4 lanterns with a dull flickering flame within it. And she would say to you in this moment, when you're ready, you can head to the door and begin the second trial in the entrance exam. And if you are successful, you will earn your spot here in the fall at Skycadia Institute of Magic. Now, there is a couple of things regarding your lantern. It is important that you do not let your flame go out. If it goes out, for any of you, you all fail.
Good to know.
No pressure. Good luck.
Uh-huh.
And she turns around and walks away.
Okay, guys, I need to look at all our lanterns now. As you know, my parents make lanterns, so I'm a little bit of an expert as it as well. And you see her like obsessively look at all our lanterns, making sure there's no defects or anything as we are walking over to the room 71.
Did your mom and dad make these lanterns?
Oh, let me look. Do these look familiar to?
Underneath, you see these are Brightwell lanterns. But I think just with your general knowledge of them, and I'll give you this, they have been arcanely altered in this moment.
Yeah. These are my parents' work, but they seem to be changed by some sort of magic that I can't recognize.
Can I pop an arcane sense to try to see, I know that they are magical, but try to identify what has been done to them?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And I think Sadie would take the lantern off her backpack so they can compare and contrast what the difference is between the two of them.
Okay.
Spending a hope to help
get the
you.
help action?
Yeah.
Ooh,
Amazing. Hell yeah. Yeah, so go ahead and I'm going to say with this, as you use your arcane sense, I'll say make an instinct roll for me, an instinct action roll for me, Sammy, in this moment.
Cool. Then I have advantage.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Okay. That is a 14 with fear. I got a 8 on my fear die, 2 on my hope die, and then a 2 on my advantage die.
Okay. As you look at the lantern, I'm going to say in this moment, as you assess it, the wind picks up a little and you feel the cold breeze hit you. And there's a flash in your mind where you see a possibility that you don't pass the exam. The flame goes out, and all you see is your father standing there disappointed. You're gonna mark a stress, but you do see that it looks like they've added an enchantment that purposely keeps the flame very dull, so it is easier to be blown out. So, but you do notice with that roll, there is a way to break that enchantment to basically give you a mulligan if you are to face something that could blow out your flame. So, that said, and there's nothing against the rules. I would say Sadie would know this. There's nothing against the rules that says you can't do this because you've read that book. It's all about students thinking outside the box. How can you work together? How can you figure out things to make sure you get to the end? And I think with that, you would see that just inputting a little bit of magic into these lanterns, you can give yourself all a re-roll if for something was to try and put out your lantern in this moment. Okay. All right.
Before we go in, ladies, Aria, do you want to play us one of your like motivating songs that you usually do to hype us up?
Aria will start pull out her violin out of her violin case, and she'll start playing "Don't Stop Me Now" on the violin, and then everyone can get a rally die as we get into here.
So that 1d6.
This cover got like 1 million views on SkyTube. So I think, this is a good choice, Aria.
Thank you.
We can do this, ladies.
I'm feeling pumped up.
Don't stop us now.
Don't stop us now.
I think as you say that, you see walking by you with their lanterns is Faye, Poppy Peterson, Vandra, and Myrna. And Faye looks at you all and she goes, "Good luck with your big box experience. You are going to fail."
Wow.
I know.
Loser says what?
I've seen it. Whatever.
You said it.
And she's gonna.
Oh, she
You
said
said
it.
it.
She said what? You said it.
What is this?
Said it again.
I don't understand what they're trying.
That's a lot of what's.
I just want to say, I see you're really worried about our performance, but I can already tell the flame in your lantern is flickering, so you should probably focus on that.
You should focus on not being such a loser. And she's gonna.
Your flame looks dull like your makeup.
Cakey as hell.
She just keeps walking with the rest of the group as they saunter off to their door. As you all are left here, as you see other students starting to move, the door opening up.
As we're walking in, Sammy's gonna look to Sadie after that comment from Faye, and she's gonna go, "Sadie, what are we?"
We're strong, confident, magical girls.
Say it again. What are we?
We're strong, confident, magical girls.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm not a loser. She's a loser.
We're also one step ahead and clever and courageous and just powerful as Kiss.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves, ladies. We got to pass this first.
Door 71.
Mm-hmm. You walk in. As you pass through the threshold of the door, here, you find yourself within a dark labyrinth. But you're no longer together. You've all been separated. You feel a cool breeze move toward you. The flame in your lantern only illuminating about 3 feet of light in front of you as this space is dark and oppressive. In the distance, you hear a low thunder rumble echoing through, your flame flickering ever so slightly, but luckily, with that little bit of foresight of taking that initiative, does not flicker out. Could I have everyone here at the table roll your fear dice for me and let me know what you get?
I got a 3.
I got a 4.
I got a 11. That sounds bad.
Maya's tail is a little floofy.
Yep.
Is this a 1 or a 7? That's a 1, right?
That's
Yeah.
a,
Okay.
That's a 1.
Okay.
Okay. Maya, as you walk through this space, you thunder echoes. Again, it gets darker and darker. Your flame starts to flicker out until, as you walk through this path, none of your friends with you. You're all alone here in this moment. As you see appear almost in front of you at random is a mirror. This mirror you see stares back at you. You see yourself within it. You hear whispers all around of your biggest fears, regrets, temptations you have. Which one of those does your mind lock on? And how does it manifest in front of you as you see yourself staring back at you in this mirror?
I think right now, in this moment, her biggest fear is, and the one she locks onto, is she feels helpless. I think she sees herself in a situation that she doesn't know how to get out of.
Frozen, would you say, almost in that moment where you feel helpless, almost unable to move?
No, I think it's that she's doing everything she can think of doing, and it's just not working.
Okay. As you have this moment, that feeling of helplessness, the rest of you, in your flames, you see Maya. You see her panicking. You see her helpless. We're gonna make a group action roll. How do you help Maya try and break out of this? How do you help her feel like she's not helpless in this moment? And Maya, you will make your final roll at the end to see if you can, in fact, escape this labyrinth, or if you get stuck in here and more stuff happens.
I think Sami, seeing Maya and knowing that if she's alone, she's probably afraid. Sammy's going to use from her sorcerer ability, her minor illusion, to conjure up almost like a flare in the sky to sort of give Maya kind of like a North Star, a beacon for her to come to and know that like we're here. She just needs to find us.
Beautiful. Amazing. As you stand there alone and you create this beacon from where you stand, Sami, I'll say that's going to be an instinct roll because it's going to be your spell casting, and it's a reaction roll. So their hope and fear won't matter here. We just need to see if you successfully beat the DC of 12 to give a +1 to Maya.
Yes. So I got a 19.
Beautiful.
I got a 10 on my hope, 7 on my fear.
Perfect. Amazing. Then +2 with the instinct. Heck yeah. So as you see that beacon in the sky, we kind of focus in on it. It flickers a bit as we see a flame flickering up against Aria and Sadie's face. How are the two of you going to help in this moment as you see your friend in need?
I think Aria is like first language is music. So I think what she's going to do is she's going to sit her lantern in front of her and start playing Maya's favorite song.
Amazing. So go ahead and make a presence roll for me. And
I'd like to spend a hope to use my experience, virtuosic violinist.
Beautiful. I love it. Gets that +2.
So now I have a
Heck yeah.
+4. $11 on my hope, 2 on my fear, so that's 13 + 4, 17.
That's enough. 17 on your reaction roll. Amazing. That's another +1 for Maya here. As you start to hear that song, what song is it?
Yeah. Maya's just a classic girl, and I'm from Detroit, but you hear Eminem. Yeah.
Eminem on the violin.
Playing Mom Spaghetti on the violin.
Incredible. Hell yeah. You hear that echoing through the space as you see that beacon illuminated. As we hear those echoes, I think we see the flame as the violin plays and that song plays through. The flame is almost dancing as we see Sadie here. How is Sadie helping?
Yeah. If she is able to hear me, I think something that Sadie can that calms down Sadie when she gets nervous or when she gets scared is when her friends talk to her about like good memories they've had. So I think she would talk about like the story where we fed the unicorn just last week a giant burrito and like all the fun that we had from that, just to try and help keep her mind off of the dark and all the fear that comes with it.
I would say presence roll for me on that.
I'm gonna spend an experience for friendship is everything.
Perfect. Love it. So that's a mere +2 for you.
I just crit 2 5s.
Oh my god, yes. Okay, 2. Heck yeah. So how I do it in my games is on a crit for a group action roll, if whoever's helping, I always give a +2 instead of a +1 because I think you got to honor the crit. So that is a +4 for you, Maya. As you hear the music, you see the beacon in the sky, and you hear a funny story to help calm you down in this moment when you're feeling helpless. Maya, as all of those things come around you, coalesce, in this moment, I need you to make a presence action roll for me as you try and steady yourself in this moment. And what do we see kind of as all of these things are happening here?
Yeah. A presence roll to okay. I think Maya is going to I think she sees the light and she's like, she hears the music, she can hear Sadie talking to her. I think this actually pumps her up, but instead of trying so hard, I think she takes a second to relax. She knows this is a test, and I think she's going to actually try to look around and she's trying to look around and figure out what it is she needs to do and how she can get to her friends in this moment, because that's where she probably feels the strongest. And so instead of like her normal fight harder, I think she's just gonna relax in this moment and let whatever happen.
Amazing. All right, go to make that presence roll for me. You have a +4 to it right now?
Yeah, +3. I have a -1 in presence.
Okay. All right.
And you have a rally die.
That is
You do.
true.
And this is an action roll.
And I'm also going to spend a hope to use third eye open.
Aw, I love that.
Okay, that is with hope, a 6 on my hope dice, a 5 on my fear dice. So that's 11.
Plus your experience. So that's 13 plus 3, 16?
Yes.
With hope? With hope?
With hope.
With hope? Amazing. As you navigate through trying to find your friends, you move through the labyrinth and you find this glowing prismatic door. And you can hear your friends through that door. All right. Do you walk through?
Yes, I think she runs through and she just throws her arms open and she's like, guys.
As you hear your friends, they're actually not there.
Oh.
You see in this room is a pillar in the center with 4 keyholes on it. And that's where we're going to cut away from Maya. To Aria. As you walk through this space, you feel a gust of wind come up towards you in this moment. You hear whispers and chatter here. What does your mind lock on? A fear? A regret? A temptation, maybe? What clings on to you in this moment as you walk through this dark labyrinth?
I think for Aria, her ego is so inflated, she definitely does not have fear or regret currently, but she does have lots of temptation. And I think the biggest temptation for her is, I think that she's definitely the type of person that if she got any sort of fame or like status in the world, she'd be the type of person to like forget where she came from, forget all her friends, forget her family, and just be like, look at me, I'm famous.
Okay. You see that unfolding as a mirror appears in front of you as well, where you see yourself in this moment and you see that vision, that temptation, that possibility. And the rest of you see within your lanterns the flickering flame here. You see this. Do you help or do you encourage that? Because if you encourage that, if you roll with a success, it will be a -1 to Aria's roll at the end to give in to the temptation. So, how do you all help in this moment, your friend here, if you are choosing to help? Try and break her from that temptation.
I think Sami sees that and she knows the temptation and she's not going to encourage it, but she's going to help by kind of speaking Aria's language and telling her, listen, if you're not humble, they're not going to give you any awards. The Grammys don't like to award people who are not humble about their craft. So this is really working against you. And she tries to talk some sense into her.
Presence reaction roll for me, please.
Oh my gosh. And I'm going to use this is just because it's funny. I'm going to use my experience homecoming queen because Sami knows that you have to thread the needle when it comes to popularity and fame.
I love it.
Oh my God, I just crit again. 2 12s.
Oh my God. Hell yeah. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Okay. That's a +2 to start. Okay. Amazing. So as you hear Sami's voice echoing through the flame, your lantern, as you see yourself in all of this glory, this fame, that little bit of that threading the needle, you hear that echo through the space in this moment as we cut away to Sadie and Maya. you see the temptation pulling Aria away. How did the two of you help?
Yeah.
Or not help?
I think Sadie would be trying and dissuade her from the temptation. I think she would say, Aria, if you get everything you want, but you forget everything that helped you reach that, you may be at the top, but you'll be lonely. You'll be without any friends, anybody that loves you, and that's not worth it.
Presence roll. Presence reaction roll for me again here.
A 3 with hope, a 2 with fear, +1 for a 6. 6 with hope.
Aria don't hear shit.
I low-key, I think she might hear it. I don't know if she fully believes that's true.
Okay. Ooh, okay. Amazing. All right. As that thought of you thinking it might not be true here in this moment, you hear these conversations too from your friends, kind of as you stand in this strange space here. What does Maya help in this moment?
I think Maya seeing this, I think she runs back into the room with her mirror. She takes a gulp, looks at it, and she goes, "Listen, Aria, you write your own fate. This is what I need you to do." And she tells her to stand sideways, get in a martial form that she has learned, and she goes, "Now you're just gonna take your backhand and you're gonna smash that mirror." And she is gonna tell her to smash the mirror. Write your own fate.
Amazing. Go ahead and make a. It's gonna be a presence reaction roll, I would say, for me here.
I'm gonna roll. Question: do I
Okay.
have to use my advantage dice before or after?
No, you don't. No, you don't have to use your rally dice.
Okay.
Before, yeah, you can hang on to that.
Oh, that's. It is with fear.
It's a reaction roll, so it doesn't matter.
Great.
Yep.
Then that is a 19. 11 with
19?
fear and 8 with hope.
Beautiful. That's enough. That's going to be a plus. That's another +1. So, okay. Amazing. So, as you hear that, I'm going to give you a couple options here. I'll let you make a presence reaction roll or a presence action roll. Or if you want to take Maya's advice, I'll let you make an attack against the mirror in this moment using your spell casting. I'll let you decide, but you have a +2 to this roll.
Got it.
No matter what.
I think if with spellcasting, then they're both presents for me. So I think I'm going to break the mirror.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, go to make that let me know if it's with hope or fear. Make that roll.
So I have a +4 with my presence, adding my presence, and then okay.
It's pretty good.
Okay. That is an 11 with hope, 1 with fear. So that's 12 plus 4, 16.
16 with hope. Yeah. What does it look like as we see you smash this mirror, where you see this reflection, this temptation of yourself within it?
Mm-hmm. I think Aria does everything but like smashing it with her actual hand, because she just wouldn't do that. She wouldn't want to get like broken glass on her hand or anything like that. So she like gets in the stance, but like has her violin and then like plays a note, and the note like creates like a beam that smashes into the mirror.
As we see the mirror shatter, lays on the ground, you see before you is this prismatic door that shimmers. But what you notice in the mirror below is you see yourself staring back up at you, and you see it disappear into the mirror. And then it is nothing. You don't see anything. You don't see your reflection anymore. The reflection of you just walks off.
That's not at all deeply upsetting, and I'll keep walking forward.
Amazing. As you reach the door, open it, you would see on the opposite end Maya opening a door, like to be in there, but you would hear the sound of footsteps, the heels of Aria walk in, and you would see across the room, beyond the pillar that's in the center, you would see Aria walk into the room, Maya, in this moment, the same room you're in.
Oh my god, I totally smashed that mirror with my bare hands.
Oh yeah, you did. Okay, if you want a black belt too, we can work on that.
I think I'm good, but thank you.
Okay.
Amazing. So as the two of you are in that room, we cut away from you two as the doors close. And we find Sami. All alone, walking through the whispers, wind wisping through the area. Fear, regret, temptation, all trying to cling its fingers onto the fabric of your being. What holds? What locks on to Sami in this moment?
Yeah, I think the first and foremost thing on her mind is being at the school and interacting with her father is her fear of failure. If she does not make it through this entrance exam, and what that could mean for her, what it would mean for representing her family's name and everything like that. I think now that she's alone with her thoughts, that's the thing that's going to cling to her.
Yeah. I think as that fear, that thought clings to you in that moment, you see a mirror. And that same vision you had when you used your arcane sense a short time ago, you see that. You see yourself standing there, staring back at you, and you see in the distance your father behind you, just shaking his head in disappointment. But you also see another figure walk into frame, and he turns with a smile on his face to congratulate them as he shakes Faye Stark's hand, congratulating her on successfully completing the entrance exam. The rest of you would see this. You would see what Sami is seeing, and you all would have an idea of that immense pressure she puts on herself. How do you help your friend in this moment?
I think Aria would start by saying, "Hey, Sami, do you remember when we met when we were little kids and how we've been like so close since? I just want you to remember that you have not only one close friend helping you, you got 3 confident magical girls by your side who are not only confident in themselves, but confident in you. And that's because you inspired them. And with us by your side, you'll always succeed."
Damn. Presence roll, please.
Got it.
Oh.
And I'm gonna use my spend a hope to use one of my experiences. Just push through. So like when things are going wrong, you need a helping hand. You can always just push through. So they'll add an extra 2 to my roll.
Amazing.
11 with hope, 7 with fear. So that's 18 plus 4, 22.
22. That is definitely going to help there. So that's a +1. The rest of you hear this too. Maya and Sadie. Sadie, you're still navigating the labyrinth with the dark all around you. You have your lantern. It's flickering. Maya, you're safe in that room, but you both hear this. How do you help Sami so she doesn't get locked in this?
I think Sadie would say out to Sami, "Sami, you are one of the most talented people I've ever met, and there is nothing in this school, whether it's your father or it's one of these trials, that can bring you down. You are a strong, confident, magical girl, and nothing is going to stop you."
Go ahead, make a presence roll for me. I almost said strength, like just intimidating.
I didn't say it beforehand, but could I have used friendship as everything?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Okay.
Yeah, that's yeah.
What is my presence? I rolled a 4 with hope, a 5 with fear, +1, +2. So a 12 with fear.
And it's a reaction roll.
Oh,
so,
a 12. 12.
Yeah, 12 is exactly what you need
Okay.
on that. So that will get you that. Thank goodness for that experience. And just too, for like rules clarification too, just for within Daggerheart, with experiences, usually we call them before, but this is a special circumstance. I like for the story beat. So, but just if anyone's out there playing, experiences usually before. So yeah, awesome. Love it. So 12, you got there. That experience came in clutch, Sadie. Amazing. So that's another +1 there in that moment. And then Maya, how do you help your friend here?
I think Maya's gonna say, listen, Sami, in sports, there's this move called a juke. You're gonna run at that mirror as fast as you can, and at the last second, you're gonna spin, and you're going to go right around it. And remember, it's okay to be disappointed in him too.
Presence roll.
Okay.
These girls.
Okay. I'm gonna use this is with hope. It's a 6 and a 3, but I'm gonna use my rally dice. That is exactly 12. I got a 6. I got 6, 3, and a 3 on my advantage dice, or rally dice. I guess that is.
Your rally dice. Yeah, your rally dice. Okay, so 12. That's exactly what you need. So Sami, you have a +3 here on this roll as you hear those words that you can be disappointed in your dad too. So
yeah, I think hearing that all of those words like kind of echo in Sami's mind, but I think like the last thing she hears is that her being disappointed in her dad too. I think that kind of starts to fire her up, and so I think you start to see the like electricity kind of coursing through her, and I think she's going to use her lightning to smash the mirror and continue forward.
Okay, go to make a spellcasting roll against it.
And I think she's gonna use I'm gonna spend a hope to use my elementalist feature, which is spend a hope and describe how your control over your element helps an action roll you're about to make. So I'm gonna infuse my action with my elemental ability. So I'll get a +2 bonus to the roll in addition to.
Amazing.
So I have a plus. So I will have a +7 to this.
That's really good. +7's incredible.
And I still have my rally dice.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I rolled really well. I rolled an 11 on my hope die, an 8 on my fear die, then +7.
25. So that's 26. 26.
Yeah.
That's real good. So what is it? So you release your lightning at the mirror there in that moment. You see it shatter.
And I think she's aiming it directly for the image of her father. Like, I think that is where the light, she lets out that frustration directly at the image of her father.
Amazing. As it hits, it breaks in that moment, shattering into hundreds of pieces as it on the ground there. Behind it, you see a prismatic door. But in the mirror, you see yourself staring back at you, and it vanish.
did just want to clear up one thing. That would have actually been 11. I have a -1 to presence. I forgot about that.
That's okay. That's okay.
That's okay. It would have been I still would have made my roll.
Yeah,
so it's all
25.
good.
Yeah, it's all good. No worries. Thanks for being honest though on that. That's always appreciated. Amazing. Yeah. So you see that door in front of you, Sami? Do you go through?
I think Sami does go and like open the door, but I think she's realizing that like Sadie is the last one. So I think she's not going to fully enter until she's going to be like looking at her lantern, trying to make sure that like, she's ready in case Sadie needs her help.
Mm-hmm. And with that, we cut over to Sadie. Sadie, as you navigate the space, you reach a part of the labyrinth. The wind starts to pick up. You see your flame almost flicker out. I'm going to spend a fear right now. I need you to make an agility reaction roll for me to see if you can protect your flame from going out.
Okay. Oh, no. A 5 with hope, a 2 with fear, for a 7.
A 7.
Do you still have your Raleigh?
Oh, I do. I'm gonna use that.
You have to get a 5 on this.
A 6.
Oh my god! How does Sadie protect her flame from going out in this moment?
Yeah, I think what she does is she's so focused on her friends, she doesn't like realize when the gust of wind comes through, and she sees the wind like blow out the flame, like start to blow out the flame. And I think she just panics. She doesn't know what to do. She doesn't have anything to like shield it. But then she goes, wait, yes, I do. She takes the lantern and like stuffs it in her backpack to try and like protect it from the wind.
Incredible. As you stuff it in your backpack, the second you look up, you hear whispers of fear, regret, and temptation. As you stuff your lantern in, it goes pitch black in the space.
There are 2 things that Sadie fears most in the world. 1 is the dark, and 2 is letting down her friends. And she feels like at the last moment, she's going to let down all her friends when they need her the most. And I think she just begins to spiral on those thoughts.
You all see Sadie in the pitch black. It's very faint, but you can see a little kind of a grayed outline of her as she's going into a spiral. How do you help your friend out of that so they can continue to navigate through this space?
Maya will say, you know what, Sadie? If you close your eyes, it can't really be dark, can it? Just walk forwards. I promise we're waiting right in front of you.
I just want to give it to you. That's so good. But make a presence reaction roll for me.
Okay.
Oh, so good. Does she hear it though?
Okay. Okay, that is an 11 on my fear dice and a 7 for 18 on my hope.
That is an 18 reaction roll. So yeah, that's a +1. Okay. You hear that. Close your eyes and just keep walking forward. We're right here waiting for you. How does Aria and Sami help out?
I think Aria, sort of seeing this in her own lantern, will cast Magic Hand again. Mm-hmm. But this time it's sort of like on Sadie's shoulder. And she's just going to say, here's a helping hand.
Oh my God. So that'll be a presence roll because it's spellcasting. You just got to beat your your I'll just say just beat your requirement for the magic hand there.
Got it. I don't think it has a requirement. It just says you conjure a
okay, so then
magical
I would say
hand.
presence. Go ahead and make a presence roll regardless. Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Got
that one
it.
doesn't.
Okay, 8 fear plus 2 on my hope. So that's 10 plus 2 is 12.
That's exactly what you need. That's exactly what you need. That's a 12, so it's already a +2 for Sadie here. And then finally, Sami, as you wait at the door, not quite through yet, because everybody's going to get through. What does Sami say? What does Sami do here?
Yeah, I think this time Sami doesn't say anything because she knows that sometimes words are not enough for Sadie. So I think what she'll do is she's going to use her minor illusion. And it's almost like she's looking at the image of Sadie in her lantern and she's going to like sort of channel this minor illusion so that in kind of like where Sadie's lantern is, where there's like that little image of Sadie, there's going to be other, I'm going to use my minor illusion to conjure up miniature flame versions of the rest of us. So it's like all the 4 girls in her lantern.
God. Okay. Spellcasting roll, please.
Yes. Okay. So I got it's a reaction roll, but I got a 12 on my fear die and an 8 on my hope die for 22.
You see little flames of all your friends around you here. Sadie.
Okay.
Yep. Right in the feels. As you see your friends all around you, I need you to I'll give you a choice. You steel yourself. If you'd like to use your strength here, you can. Or you can use presence. I'll let you choose.
She'll use strength.
So I could make that strength. You have a +3 to this?
I'm going to spend my last hope to use my experience. Friendship is everything, because I feel like this fits in right here.
It really is.
So that is 11 with hope, 6 with fear for 17, then plus 5. 7. Yeah. So well above it with hope.
Yeah.
Don't know what that total number is, but it's high.
You said it was a 12 and an
It was
8?
a 11 and a 6.
17, and then the +3 from the girls, that's a 20, plus your
So
experience, 22.
Yeah,
20.
yeah.
Yeah, 24 with,
20
because it's her strength.
Yeah,
24 with hope.
24 with hope.
Amazing. 24 with hope. You push forward. What do we see in this moment as you hear all that and as you move past the mirror towards the door?
Yeah, I think as Sadie began to spiral, I think she was almost like down in a fetal position, just panicking, not really knowing what to do. And I think one by one, as she hears her friends' supportive words, I think she snaps out of it. You know, you see like the flame of her lantern reflected to her eyes. She's like, I can do this. I can do this. I'm prepared. Friendship is everything. I think she stands up and looks herself in the mirror and begins to walk towards the door.
As you look yourself in the mirror and you walk towards the door, I think you see yourself, Sadie, but as you walk past, the head kind of tilts in this Cheshire like grin forms on its face as it disappears into the mirror as you walk through that door and you find all your friends waiting for you here.
Sadie
in
would
this
run
room.
and give them all a hug.
Maya would also give a group hug.
Group hug, ladies.
As you all hug there in that moment, you see in this room is a central pillar. It has a mirror-like effect to it. You see, it's probably about 20 feet tall. it shimmers a bit. You can tell that, I think with the arcane sense kind of still lingering, you see there is some type of magic around it. And you would see on the pillar there are 4 keyholes on it. And as you all look at it, as you're in a hug, you would see behind you 4 shadow versions of yourself as they jump out of the mirror and start to attack your group. Who is
That's why
acting
you
first?
wanted our character sheets. No wonder you wanted our character sheets before this session. Okay.
Sneaky.
Ooh.
Yeah, I think, seeing this, I think Sadie would jump to action immediately. She always wants to protect her friends. And what I think would happen is, I think, not knowing which friend to attack, I think she'll go at herself. And, she'll press the button on the top of the lantern, making it extend, turning the lantern into a flail as she swings her flail at her shadow self.
Amazing. Go ahead and make that attack roll for me. As you see this kind of twisted version, it gets down and on all fours and starts crawling towards you in this erratic manner.
6 and 7 plus 2. 15 with fear, but I'm going to mark 2 stress to make it with hope.
Oh, yeah.
Using fearless.
Fearless. Oh my gosh. Amazing. What does it look like? So go ahead and roll damage for me and then kind of describe as you make that attack with your flail. In this moment.
So I'm 6 points of damage. And as she runs at herself, I think, she knows herself better than anybody. I think she feints an attack with the flail. And as my shadow self reacts to it, she comes back the other way and hits her in the side of the head.
Amazing. As you hit your shadow version of yourself, it explodes in a spark of fire as it is destroyed in that moment there with the 6 points of damage. And as it explodes in fire, you see something else kind of writhing out of the mirrored pillar here. You see this creature. It has a swirling, almost kind of melting looking body. Its face looks like a burning sun with a black hole within it as it sticks out of the pillar and sucks back into the mirror realm there for a moment. That was a roll with, you switch it to hope, so you all maintain spotlight here in this moment. Who is acting next?
Oh my God. I'll go.
Okay.
I guess.
Okay.
I'll take, Aria will take her violin and start furiously playing a melody. And she'll cast Wild Flame to attack the 3 shadow versions of ourselves.
Oh my gosh. Hell yes.
So I have to make a spellcast roll. The targets. Wait, make a spellcast roll. Okay. So yeah, just attack. Roll to hit, essentially.
Yep, roll to hit. Yep. Gonna make that attack roll for me.
Okay. Oh, I crit. 2 3s.
Oh my god. The power of friendship, y'all. Go ahead and make
That's 2d6, so that's already 12 damage plus whatever you roll.
they're all gonna get
Oh,
smoked in this
2d6.
moment.
Literally.
Incredible.
So, that's 6 points of damage to
So-
them that I rolled.
Oh my god. So that's 18 points of damage, I think. Incredible. What is the wild flame? How does that manifest as you play your violin? What does that look like as it hits the 3 of them and destroys them all in this moment?
I think she's playing Flight of the Bumblebees furiously fast, and as she plays, the more and more friction it creates like a magical fire starts to form on her bow, and then it goes to her strings, and as all 4 strings are like lit in this magical flame, it shoots up in the air, creating 3 different flames, and they all target the shadow forms.
Incredible. As they target the shadow forms, they are swallowed in flame, and as they kind of break up and burn into nothingness, what you all wouldn't have noticed before because of everything happening so quickly is beneath the one that Sadie took down, there is a key on the floor, a prismatic key. As you hear 3 more keys, ting, 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 on the ground. But as the keys hit the ground, you see the creature that was just in the mirror launch out. I'm going to spend a fear to take spotlight, and I'm going to attack here in this moment. I'm going to spend a fear. And the soul Dybbuk is going to make some attacks against you all in this moment. As you see it start to swirl flames around, it kind of takes its head and almost spins it like a wheel in this moment, and it's going to shoot out a bunch of flames. I need everybody to make agility reaction rolls for me in this moment.
19 for me, 10 on my fear die, 8 on my 10 on my 10 on my hope die, 8 on my fear die.
Okay.
11 for me, 8 on hope, 3 on fear.
Perfect.
11 for me as well, 8 on my hope, 2 on my fear, 1 agility.
Perfect.
20, 12 on my fear, and then 8 on my hope.
Okay, perfect. So for Maya and Sami, you both make a save on it. You will both mark a stress from that as you are able to dodge out of the way of this swirling flame attack from this soul Dybbuk here as it shoots flames out at you. Maya, you're fine. I just had said that. Aria and Sadie, you're both going to take some magic damage right now. 18 points of magic damage.
Ooh, okay, that's certainly above my severe. So that's 18 you said? That's 6 above my severe.
Okay, so it's not double though, right? It's not double your severe.
No.
Okay, so you take three hit points of damage unless you mark an armor slot, and then you can reduce that by 1.
I will mark an armor slot for sure.
So 2 hit points there.
That is only major for me. I'm going to mark armor slot to take 1 HP.
1 HP. It releases it out. And then I think immediately I'm going to spend a fear and go relentless. And so as it kind of releases that flame, it catches its head as it's spinning, and it's going to spin it again. But as it does, it kind of extends out. You see it spinning almost into a swirling whirlpool, and it's going to essentially, as it swirls out, it's going to land behind Maya, and it's going to take its hands and kind of just do a slap motion and try and crush you in this moment. It's going to make it just a regular attack roll against you. That is a 12 to hit.
That misses. My evasion's a 13.
Oh, how do you dodge out of it as it goes to slap, kind of try and crush you in its hands in that moment?
I think Maya actually jumps up and she jumps on top of its hands.
Oh, hell yeah. Amazing. As you jump on top of its hands, it kind of looks up at you in this moment. Its face kind of extending that black hole in this moment as the flames swirl around it. Spotlight shifts back to you, magic girls. Who wants to jump in now?
As Maya's on top of it, I think she's just going to run up it, and she's just going to attempt to scratch it. Yeah, and I'm going to okay. I'm going to use retracting claws if I can. It's an agility roll.
Okay.
And
make that attack.
if I hit, it will become vulnerable.
Ooh, that's real nice. That's real nice.
Ooh, I don't know that that's going to hit. That is a 5 on my fear, 2 on my hope, plus 1. So 5, 6, 7, 8.
8 with fear too.
Yeah.
That misses. As you try to retract your claws, I think what the rest of you see is its hands that Maya was stepping on. It opens them up. As you go to retract, you kind of lose your balance. It grabs you by the bottom of your legs, and it's going to smash you on the ground in this moment here. And that's where it's going to make another attack against, attempt to make an attack against Maya in this moment. That's going to miss again. That's an 11. So you're able to, as it grabs hold of you, you're too slippery. And you're able to get out in that moment there. But yeah, what does that look like as it kind of has you, it's about to smash you on the ground? How do you get out in that last moment?
As it goes to grab her, I think what it does is it actually like barely grabs her tail, and it's like she does the whole and she just yanks it right out of its hands.
Incredible. As you yank it out, it kind of stumbles back a little bit. I think we see it pivot its head around, and yeah, I think what it's going to do is it's going to slap its hand on the ground, and as it does, the fingers extend out in this moment. Kind of as they extend out, there's these flames. And I'm going to use its ability called Flaming Flux. And it's going to shoot out almost this barrage of arcane energy at all of you. This moment, I need everyone to make instinct reaction rolls for me in this moment.
Ooh.
I dropped my dice.
I got a 10 on my fear die, 8 on my hope die, +2, so for 20 for Sami.
Okay.
I rolled double 2s, crit.
Oh my god. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
I rolled a 5.
Okay.
One second,
Okay.
I dropped my dice.
For Aria, at the very least, I think as Sadie is jumping out of the way of this fire, I think she's going to use I Am My Shield to take a fire blanket out of her bag and like cover Aria with it as the fire comes towards her.
Amazing. Hell yeah.
I got a 12. I got an 8 on my hope and a 2 on my fear.
Okay, perfect. So it's a reaction roll in that. So it sounds like Aria and Maya are gonna. Oh, go ahead.
Is it within melee range of me?
I would say it probably is based on where you were. So yeah. So it is going to as it kind of shoots those out. How does Sami get out of the way in that moment?
Yeah, I think Sami kind of uses some of her magic to kind of almost like push herself a little bit further out and out of the way.
Beautiful. Yeah. So it shoots out. It's gonna hit. Sadie, sounds like you're taking the blow for Aria in that moment.
Yeah.
Okay, so 7 points of magic damage to Sadie and Maya in this moment. Here. And on a 6. Oh, you're gonna mark an armor slot?
Mark an armor slot to take something as we put the fire blanket over the both of us and we stop, drop, and roll.
Heck yeah.
Also
Amazing.
Marking an armor slot to take minor.
Ooh, nice. Hell yeah. Spotlight shifts back to you, ladies, to the girls, the magical girls here.
Yeah, I think Sami seeing this attack, she's just going to kind of like I think all her, as she kind of uses the magic to get out of the way, she's going to redirect some of that magic, and she's just going to shoot like a straight bolt of lightning at this thing.
Hell yeah.
And I'm gonna roll to hit, and if I'm able to hit, I might use my elementalist to infuse my damage.
Ooh, that's a really smart move. Really smart move.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna use my rally die because I haven't used that yet. I don't think a 12 is gonna do it.
It won't.
So.
No.
I rolled a 1 on my rally die.
Oh no!
So that is a 13, which I think misses.
With hope or fear?
It is with hope. I got a 2 on my fear die, 8 on my hope die.
Okay, so that is going to, all right, that will miss. I think as you go to shoot lightning at it, It does the same thing. It kind of extends its head out telescopically, and as the lightning shoots past it, it kind of absorbs it, and it's going to push it right back into you in this moment and try and hit you with it. So that's a 15 to hit.
That hits.
I am your shield.
Okay.
She jumps in front of her, blocking it with the backpack.
9 points of magical damage.
Mark an armor to take nothing.
Take nothing. Oh my God, Sadie, block another. I think at that point, as you block another hit, it is going to just, as it has extended itself out, in this moment, it's going to, the fingers are going to extend again, and its hands are going to get bigger and bigger and bigger, and it's just going to try and do this massive slap strike, just kind of crush you, Sadie, in this moment. As
I see them go to do this, can I go unstoppable?
Sure, yeah,
okay.
You can. That is a 15 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. That is going to be 12 points of magical damage.
I'll mark that is major. I'm going to mark an armor slot to make it minor, so I take nothing. I think.
Oh wait,
because you're going to take minor, so it would be a 1 because it's magic damage.
Oh, she described it as a slap, so I thought.
Yeah, but it's magical damage.
Okay.
So, yeah, because it's flames. Yeah,
okay,
you're all good.
Then I'll take 1.
Take 1 point of damage. It kind of hits you. It's not like completely crushing you, as you're able to stop it from completely crushing you in this moment. Spotlight shifts back to you, ladies.
I think what Sadie will do in return is I think she is just going to take her flail and just do like a spinning attack, and then try and just hit it right on the head.
Okay, go ahead and make that attack roll against me.
Oh, I thought that was another double 7. No, it's a 7 with hope, a 4 with fear. So that is 11 plus 2, 13.
Oh my God, that misses. Oh my God. Oh, it's rough, right? It's rough out here. You go to try and swing and attack it, and it moves out of the way. And what it is going to do? It's looking rough. It was already in rough shape because you had destroyed the shadows that it had created. It kind of stumbles back as it jumps out of the way, and it kind of claws its fingers across the ground, and you see it basically break reality itself as the room starts to break into pieces and glow with energy. As you see all of these various possibilities of your lives, the different events that could happen throughout history. You see flashes of the sky turning red and spires breaking. You see moments of the world covered in absolute gray, no color left in the world. You see what looks like this kind of being ominously staring at you through this crack in space and time, as it is going to use bend reality. And I'm going to have everybody in this moment here. I need you all. Actually, nope. This is just something you just take the damage on this one. On this, so everybody's going to take a little bit of damage as I spend a fear to use this ability. Bend reality. Not a whole lot. 5 points of magic damage here in this moment.
Sammy's gonna mark an armor slot to take nothing.
Okay.
That's below my minor damage threshold.
Okay. Amazing. Oh, so you'll still take 1 unless you spend an armor slot.
Oh yeah, I'll take the 1.
Okay.
I don't care.
Okay. Awesome. And what about Maya here?
Maya's going to spend an armor slot to take nothing.
Take nothing. Amazing. Spotlight shifts back to you, ladies, to you magical girls. Who's gonna jump in?
I'll go.
Okay.
I think Aria will turn her with her bow in her hand. She'll unclick something so that the horsehair on the bow turns into almost like a whip for her, and she'll go and swing it at the creature.
Amazing. Go ahead and make that attack.
Okay, that's 11 on my hope, 1 on my fear, plus 2. So that's 13 plus 2.
So
Wait, no, 12 plus 2.
No,
12
that's
plus
14. 14.
14.
14 is exactly what you need.
Oh my god. I was like, if another one of us rolled a 13 and missed.
Oh my god, 14 hits. Gotta roll that damage.
Got it. So that's 1d6 physical damage.
Okay.
That's just a 1.
Oh my god. Well, here's the thing. It only had 1 hit point left. What does it look like as you take down the Soul Dybbuk?
I think, oh my god. I think she just sort of takes it out and just like Indiana Jones style, just goes, yeah. And like it hits it like on the nose or something and just and downs it.
Beautiful. As you hit it on the nose, it just, you see it kind of freeze up and it turns into what looks like shimmering mirrored glass. And it just falls backwards, shatters into hundreds of pieces. We're out of combat. As you find here, it's just shattered mirrored glass and 4 prismatic keys. As you see that wavering energy that was on the pillar fades in this moment.
I think Maya's gonna go and pick up the keys and toss them. Heads up!
Amazing. Yeah, you all have the keys in your hand. The
All
pillar
right.
awaits.
On countdown, 3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1.
All right.
3, 2, 1, go, or 3, 2, 1?
We on one.
Okay.
No
okay.
go.
Same way
all right.
we always
Okay.
do
All
it,
right.
Aria.
Okay, I just have to ask the question.
Okay. At the same time.
3,
3,
2,
2,
1.
1. Click.
The keys go in. In that moment, as the keys click, you see the pillar. The floor opens up ever so slightly, and the pillar starts to descend down into it. And you see, sitting there, is a colorless prism. And it's about the size of like a basketball, essentially. It glows and pulses with energy, all different colors swirling throughout it, all representative of the different domains of learning here. You see appear within it a face, and it says, "Congratulations on completing the Skycadia entrance exam. You have earned a spot this fall to begin your 3-year journey at the Institute of Magic." As the statement ends, the face fades, and from the virtue stone, the virtue prism crystal here, comes your domain crystals as they start to swirl around all of you. Sami, we see the Arcana and Midnight prisms swirling around you. Sadie, the Valor and Blade. Maya, Bone and Valor. And Aria, Grace and Codex. As they swirl all around you and become one with each and every one of these magical girls. Is there a last little thought each of you has as this is swirling around you, bonding with you, as you get ready for your magical transformation?
I think Sami doesn't say anything, but I think she reaches her hand out to grab the hand of the two of the girls on either sides. And I think she's just like, as this crazy transformation happens, I think she just holds the hands of her friends silently.
I think Aria just sort of looks at the rest of her friends and just goes, "Guys, I said we could do it, and guess what happened?
We did it.
We did it."
You see Sadie take this like long, deep, like reassuring breath. She's like, I guess I worried for no reason.
Hey, you know what that means? It's officially time to workshop team name.
Yes.
Yes. And as you say that, Aria will go, "A little bit of Monica in my life."
Amazing. as you all stand there holding hands in this moment, as the energy swirls around you, your domain prisms connecting to you in various ways, as these thoughts are shared, emotions are felt, and knowing you all made it here because of each other. Your domain prisms continue to swirl around you as your bodies start to shimmer with magical light, as your magical girl transformations are about to begin. And that's where we're going to end our Skycadia Daggerheart Anniversary One-shot. Before we sign off, though, I did want to take a moment to thank the amazing cast, Gwyn, Aamina, Iman, and Aubrey. Thanks for being here. Thanks for making this story what it is. Our magical girls. So excited. A little zoom in there on Aamina. I want to also take a moment to do a huge shout out to our artist, Lucy Lynn, for bringing the magical girl artwork to life, to Shannon Arola for the stream layouts and character cards, and Bren Frederick for the sound design here for our magical girl one-shot. It really takes a team to make this all happen, and couldn't have done it without everybody here. So just want to give everybody a shout out on that. And last but certainly not least, I want to thank our sponsors, Darrington Press, for giving us a chance to tell this little story. Huge shout out to Darcy and Sam for believing in this project and helping us bring it to fruition. So with that all said, I'm Kylie Rose, your storyteller. Thanks for tuning in. Please take it easy out there. Look out for each other, and we'll see you in the clouds. Bye, everybody.